I'm a doctor, medical doctor and an eye surgeon, and I grew up in Germany where homeopathy is much more widely known and much more prevalent in the population. So I was always aware of it, although I didn't really use it that much. When I was a medical student in about my 20s, I developed very severe eczema, and I had it particularly on my arms, in my face, on my neck, and so severely that it was oozing, bleeding. I couldn't move my neck. It was itching heavily at night, and I could hardly sleep. And I was given the normal treatments, the normal conventional treatments of steroid creams, and it didn't really help. And then the steroid creams got stronger and stronger. And I had it for a whole year. And it just didn't really resolve. And I found a homeopathic doctor in my university town, and I went to him, and he gave me a remedy, and I must admit it didn't really make much difference. And I went back, and he gave me a second remedy, and again I couldn't really feel much. And I was sort of giving up hope a little, but went back again, and it was the third or the fourth remedy. And I took it, and I could feel that same evening that the skin was less itchy, there was less aggravation, and within a few days I felt much, much better. And within a week, 1.5 weeks, my eczema was almost completely gone. And it never came back. And I then graduated in medicine. I worked in Switzerland. I moved to England and trained as an ophthalmic surgeon. And I started to investigate homeopathy again. And I started training at the Tunbridge Wells Homeopathic Hospital. And then I learned more and more about homeopathy, and I started treating other family members and then patients for my clinics. And I learned also about chronic diseases, and I incorporated that more, and then started a private practice in homeopathy, and have seen great successes, both with acute disease as well as with chronic disease. And I find it most rewarding when somebody comes who has, for example, chronic fatigue, had to give up his work, can't do much, just sits at home, and after about 3 months of treatment, the person has their energy back, they can go back to work, and they feel full of life again. And these are often patients who have gone through many conventional investigations and had many medications given to them, and they weren't getting better, sometimes just getting worse. And then with the homeopathy, they got their energy back, they're sleeping better, they had like a new lease of life. And for me, that is the most rewarding aspect of homeopathy, and that's really why I keep going, because I find it very fulfilling that I can help people without the side effects of the conventional medicine, and with, I can even treat people who are unsuitable to take conventional medicine, like pregnant ladies, babies, and I find it works really, really well in all of those cases.